Well, you mentioned Diaper Buddy, so let's jump into Diaper Buddy.
Yep.
You start
in true Oak Cliff fashion too, entrepreneurial,
100%,
like just building stuff, like go. Yeah.
No, this is like the most Oak Cliff story.
Yeah,
I feel like in a lot of ways, because you had this idea, you saw this need, but tell us what Diaper Buddy is and how that came about.
Yep. So Diaper Buddy, now that's Jennifer and I.
Yes.
She's a huge, proponent of that as well.
Shout out to
you
Jennifer.
guys did this.
That's right.
Y'all did it together.
This is a team,
Yeah.
a team thing.
So that, we had our second child, and
Shout out to Jennifer.
That's right. That's right. Again.
Yeah.
So yeah, we had our second child, and you just have to lug so much stuff around, right?
Yeah.
And we were on a trip.
Yes.
Had to have a diaper changed for the youngest, and you're scrambling through your bag, you're throwing things everywhere, and we're like, there has to be a better way to do this.
Absolute mess, dude.
And then here comes the Diaper Buddy. Yeah. So it holds, waste bags, wipes, diapers, snacks, whatever else you need. It's all just right there.
And it's a beautiful product too. Like we'll I'm sure showcase it somehow, but it's all kind of in one capsule. And did you invent that, design it? Like how did that come about?
Yeah. So it actually started out as something very different, right?
Okay.
And then over the design process, Jennifer and I kind of built it into what it is today. But if you started, oh man, what year are we in?
2026 now,
So we
believe it or not.
started April 2024 on the design, and then finalized the design. July 25, and then started shipping November.
Dude, that's
25.
amazing. I mean, you guys took your, like, in a good way, took your time to get the design right.
Right.
And it shows in the product. I mean, like Doug was saying, it is a beautiful thing.
I mean, and it was fun watching you guys build this too, and trying to encourage a little bit that we could, but it's like you've got, I know Jason shot some stuff for you guys, and different people worked on branding for you, and it was like, it was a process to get this thing launched, and then the Kickstarter, it was like just a lot of success that came across from all that work.
The day that we did the photo shoot out and about with Jason and his team was so fun. Even if down the road 10 years from now Diaper Buddy doesn't exist, I hope it does. But that will be one of the more memorable days, I think. We had the whole family there. Yeah. We had friends.
That's amazing.
We had. I was hoping this would come up, so I brought this.
Yes.
Let me see.
Picture.
Oh yes.
So this is of Jason.
Oh, look at that.
And my youngest son hanging out at the house.
I'm obsessed.
Dude, that's
It was one of the best days, I think.
That's great.
We got some great pictures of the family. It was just so fun.
It's the building of the business that can be pretty awesome.
That's right.
And that I could see that day being a pretty monumental day too, where it's like, here was this idea, all this work, all this build up, and then here's the launch, or or maybe not the launch even, but like here's the creation of some of those assets. That's awesome, man.
Yeah,
it's cool to.
It was a blast.
Yeah, see a dream and then like hold something too.
Which this is no small thing to like start a new product that did not exist. Like it wasn't
out of nowhere.
like it was truly you thought it up. What was that process like of even like wading into, okay, I'm gonna come up with this idea. We're gonna come up with this idea. And then we're going to create a prototype, and we're going to you jumped right into that. I can remember talking to you, and you were talking with people overseas and like trying to figure out design. And it was like, I was like, what is it? Like, where did he get this confidence to do it? But you just did it.
Yeah. I don't know if it's confidence or stupidity. I have no idea.
Yeah.
But we just kept moving forward. We got the design. We had a broker that hooked us up with a good product designer.
Cool.
She was out of Canada, which was really cool. And then they helped us find the manufacturer in China too. So that part, was finding the manufacturer I was most nervous about, but it ended up being not as bad as I thought. It would be great too.
So interesting. Yeah.
Shipping too, was that issues, or was
so
that
they helped us. We went through a freight broker, and they helped us with that too. Yeah, it's kind of neat. So they put it on a boat. It takes 20 or so days to get here. Lands in California, and then they put it on a train, ship it close to Dallas. It gets on a truck. I mean, it's crazy, but it's a lot of fun.
You're watching this thing come over. That's crazy.
That's
right. I feel like we were talking with the Nomad Grill guys too, and they had a bunch of maybe not logistic challenges, but just like there's a whole side of this when you have an actual physical product that you have to deal with or think through.
Oh, it's crazy. Yeah. And then some arrive damaged, so you have to look through all, the whole order.
Control.
And then remember, I was going to be out of town And
Oh,
they,
yeah,
and they
yeah.
called me and said, "Hey, I think your diaper buddies are gonna arrive." And I was like, "Well, I might not be there, so you guys were gonna get it for me."
There you go.
They ended
Just
up
drop
holding
them
it
off at
longer,
Tyler
but that's
Station.
right.
It's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
funny, but it's again one of those things you cannot control
Yeah.
the freight side of it from coming over on a boat. I mean, it's like there's just so many elements. When you think about the process of iterating on the design, when did you know you finally were like, this is it, this is what we want, this feels like a good final version of it, or
That's a really good question.
Because I feel like there's some, like, that goes into, like, some of the perfect design / you just at a certain point you have to ship things. Like,
Yep.
I do feel like, was there a moment, or was there?
and I think about those Nomad guys too. It was like
yeah.
they started out with something they thought was great, and they kept iterating on it,
Yeah.
and then finally they were like, okay, this is it, and they
Yeah.
went for it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how I feel like you were like, all right, this is it.
I kind of, was it
We're
like
launching
that,
this
or-
thing.
It was like that. There was just a moment, or just a time where we were like, you know what, this is it. Let's do it. There's nothing else we can tweak on this.
Cool.
Because there were really two things we were looking for. One was we wanted to be able to hold it in one hand, right?
Yeah.
And you can use it in one hand, so
Yeah.
when your baby's rolling around,
Yeah.
it's easy, right? And then we wanted it small enough to where it could fit in a purse
Yep.
or a bag.
Mm.
And of course functional, right? So
Yeah.
once those were hit, we were like, you know what? Let's do
Let's
it.
just go
give
for
it
it
a
and
shot.
test it, yeah.
Had some sample. We did maybe 3 or 4 different rounds of samples.
Okay.
Tons of different colors.
Yeah.
Dude, the colors are so good.
Thank you.
Yeah, the
Isn't
colors
that
are
fun?
great. Yeah, the little details are
Yep.
so nice.
And we have a pink on the way. We just got the pink samples last week,
Nice.
so we have a pink on the way now.
Let's go.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Dude, I
Kinda
do
forgot the pink.
love, it does feel like one of those Oak Cliff businesses where I went on the site earlier prepping for some of the show, and I was just like, dude, look at this. There's promo photos of them at Shinzo's, like changing babies and like showing the
Yeah.
product off, and you're like, okay, Shinzo's has a little like tie-in to the promo. It's kind
That's
of
right.
fun.
Yeah, that was Chinzo's was fun. Yeah, I am so glad they let us use that. I
Yeah.
mean, it was perfect. We got
Yeah.
there, I think maybe an hour and a half, an hour or so before they opened.
Yeah.
Jason's crew set up. We
Nice,
shot some
nice.
pictures. We did some inside, did some outside. I remember my youngest, the shakers with the
Oh, yeah.
cheese and
Oh,
whatever.
yeah.
My youngest, they have them all out there, and of course he went over, picked one up, and threw it on the
Yeah,
ground,
yeah,
broke. I
yeah.
was like,
Yeah, this is
"Oh."
just what happens, dude.
Yeah, but Jason was so nice. Chad was so
Yeah.
nice about
Yeah.
it over there.
Yeah, Chad's
so-
great.
Yeah, it was great. That was a lot of fun. It is fun seeing Oak Cliff in those videos and
Yeah.
pictures. It's
Dude,
kinda-
born in
Yeah.
Oak Cliff.
That's
I love
right,
it.
born
It's
in Oak
like I love that certain people will get that.
That's
but
right.
this is a national, could be international sort of product too.
Yep.
And so when you launched this thing, you did so on Kickstarter.
Yep.
Can you tell us about what that process was like? Because again, I think not a lot of people have done this where you create something, you put it out
Have
there,
an idea, you put it out there.
and you're looking for pledges and support. But tell us about those days when you launched the Kickstarter. How did that feel?
That launching I remember Jennifer and I think we were up at like 4:35 o'clock,
Yeah.
like ready to go,
Yeah.
super excited, right? The orders, they started coming in, mainly from, friends and family at first,
Sure,
and then
sure.
it kind of started to spread after that. But that was super exciting. That was our first adventure really into selling things online. So we
Yeah.
had no idea
Yeah.
what we were doing.
Which that's a very intimidating thing because there's a bazillion things available online.
Yeah.
It's like you're in a sea.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
And then, but the Crate team over there, they helped us.
Yeah.
They built the whole Kickstarter platform.
Nice.
Amazing.
They came
Did some of the
alongside.
images
Yeah.
and everything on there. So we couldn't have. There's no way we could have done that without
Yes.
the team
Yeah.
over there. Because I looked at trying it. And I pulled up you started to build in the Kickstarter platform. I'm like, there's just no way.
Not happening.
Yeah.
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 So where do we go?
You got the right people around you.
That's right.